Hello and welcome back to the Outdoor Station, and this latest in a flurry of videos all relating to new rucksacks being released in 2014 in the UK. And this one we're looking at is of course the Brenta 50 from Vaude, one of their new packs which offers excellent value for money, but more importantly a flexible back system which allows different members of the same family to use the same pack and get the most from it. So without further ado, let's check it out. The Brenta 50 by Vaude offers a fantastic value for money pack which is pretty light for the features that it contains, but it will also cover the complete range from extra small back length to extra large. And with the Brenta range, what Vaude have done is designed a range of packs that will work for all the family. If you have somebody doing Duke of Edinburgh and then somebody else in the family taking up the outdoor range later, the back system is easily adjustable and will fit everybody, all being well, in the family. It comes in a variety of colours. It comes in the black and it comes in a very, very nice red as well. Unfortunately, I only had the black large one with me at the moment, the 50-litre pack. So we'll have to manage with that. Now the pack itself is a very respectable 1.4 kilograms. It's a 50-litre pack, very expandable, a lot of features on it to go through. And what I'll do first of all is go around the outside of the pack and then the internal sections before we look at the adjustable system on the harness, because that's the very, very clever bit. Right, so starting with the front of the pack. As you can see, we have a lash strap here attached to a good sized mesh pocket. That mesh pocket would take your waterproof clothing and a few extras nicely. This lash strap attaches to this section of the pack, but it will also lash right over internally, which I'll show you in a second. The pack itself, being 50 litres, does have a separator system in it, which is a shelf between the upper section and the lower section about here. And to access it, you pop off the side compression units there, undo the zip, and that then accesses into the lower section. Now this shelf here, which you can see, in fact there's the orange zip there, if you can see that. This orange zip is removable all the way around completely, so you can have access to the pack as one large pack from the top, or from the bottom of course, as you wish. So that is nicely removable depending on whether you want to keep things separate or not. The side compression straps, the lower ones, clip over the top of the zip here. And again, a nice design, which means of course that zip can't go any more than that should it catch on something, and therefore you're not losing the contents from the bottom of the pack, which is good. Again, at the bottom of the pack we have a pair of walking pole or ice axe loops at the bottom with the matching clip loop at the top there, so you can clip the hook the base of the pole in there and then lock it tight down there, and you've got two of those on either side, which again is useful. Coming on to the side of the pack, as I pointed out earlier on, we do have the two side compression straps, one which is connected here to protect the zip and one which is connected there, which is will hold obviously a good length. And in here we have a very generous deep pocket, which you can see there with my hand going all the way in, and that will hold an awful lot of material, cameras, well, I don't know, roll mats, whatever it might be. Very, very generous stretch pocket, but useful that the actual compression strap goes over the top and holds things safe in there. Before I go on to the top of the pack, at the bottom, the Brentas have a built-in rain cover, which is tucked away nicely there, nice bright orange so your friends can see you on the hills, and that is obviously always at access at that point. Let's go round to the actual top of the pack. As you can see, the top of the pack has got a generous pocket. Let us just look at some of the features here. First of all, there are four little tabs. As you can see that there, yeah, there's one of those there. Four little tabs, one in each corner, so should you wish to do so, you could put some shock cord across here and have that as an adjuster, as an additional way of storing some other items like a jacket or whatever. The top pocket itself, externally, got a good generous pocket in there. I've not much to say about that really, apart from you get your sandwiches and a few other bits and bobs in there, so that's pretty functional, what you would expect. Coming round, we'll now just open the lid and you can see inside here. Again, inside the pack there you've got a mesh pocket which has a zip here. So that's usually where people put their more valuables, their wallets or their car keys, just to make sure they don't lose them. And obviously they're tucked away safely out of reach, as it were. And then the lash strap that I referred to from the front here, which is connected to the mesh. If you just tilt the camera down a bit, that's lovely, yeah. So that's attached to the mesh pocket there. That's got a long taper on it, and if you come back up, their connection point for that is also here. So you could, for example, lash rope or something important there and pull that down tight, and obviously that'll compress the inside of the bag as well. Opening up the bag itself, let's just do that. Reasonable neck that's on the bag, and obviously you've got the typical capacity in there. But one interesting thing here, there's a nice little Velcro pocket, a Velcro tab. Now, what would you use that for? Well, some people might use that for car keys. Other people might use that as a way of perhaps attaching a small pocket, one of these little mesh bags that you can pick up, or a little sil nylon bag could clip onto there, and inside that you could put your hydration unit, so your hydration would flip out should you want to do it that way. Or if you're a hydration person that wants to go down the back of the pack, then if I tilt that forward to you, and you can't quite see it because the pillow's in the way, let's take that out of the way. Tilt that open. There is the hydration, where has it gone? There it is. There is the hydration slot, you can see it there, which will obviously take a 2-litre hydration unit. Or some people fold their sleeping mats up and slide the sleeping mats down there. The actual exit for the hydration is actually, there's only one exit, and that is on the right hand side of the pack, which is here. There's my finger coming out there, and that's marked by a little hydration symbol there. Right, so that is, if you like, the typical features of the capacity side of the pack. Now we're going to look at the adjustable harness system, which will suit all back lengths from extra small to extra large with very, very little weight penalty. There are two systems involved in the Vaude Brenta design. One is called the flash system, and one is the Aeroflex, just to complicate matters, but it isn't as bad as it sounds. But anyway, let's just go through the key features before we start adjusting anything. As you would expect, you've obviously got a reasonably padded shoulder harness there that comes down, and you've got the upper cinch straps, which when you're going to adjust anything, you want to loosen off, which I've now done. Coming down the shoulder harness, you've got a couple of attachment points for various accessories. You've got the chest brace with the central clip, of which there is no whistle on there, just as an aside, and that naturally comes down to the side of the pack where you would expect it all to happen. And at the bottom we have the hip belt. Now, the hip belt is stiff, but I wouldn't call it particularly heavily padded in any way, but it's certainly there to do a specific job. But if you're looking for a padded hip belt, then this isn't for you. It's just lightly padded. They do have pockets on the hip belt, not the most generous pockets in the world, I feel. You probably get a very, very small compact camera or possibly a phone in there, but very, very little else. But at least it's there, which is useful for optional accessories. Right, now let's actually look at these, the Aeroflex and the flash system. First of all, let's have a look at the Aeroflex. Now, the Aeroflex refers to, if I put my hand behind this mesh here, the air that's obviously flowing. You can see the metal frame is here, which is bent, creating the tension, and there you have airflow between that and this mesh panel. Now, the Aeroflex system is adjustable, and when that adjusts, that obviously will alter the length of the pack slightly for back length. And we release that by using these red tabs here, which are hidden under the hip belt in the corner, and I just pop that off, and the opposite one on the other side. And if you're going to go back to the mesh, you'll see the mesh has gone right down to the back. Now, that is one way of adjusting the back length. But the more generous way of doing it, the way to do it first of all to get the back length before you do the finer adjustment using the Aeroflex system, is the flash system. Now, if I just show you that before we get the camera just to zoom in really tight, you can see there's an M there, this is set up for medium back length. What it is I adjust this, I grab the tab, which is a generous tab, which you'll see in a second, tucked in nice and tight, and pull that out. And on there you will see all the various back lengths: extra large, large, medium, and extra small, which is down underneath. Now what does that do? Right, if we go to the top of the pack, you'll see the shoulder harness here, and it allows the shoulder harness to come further out to suit the back length. So obviously the more that shoulder harness comes out, the more it suits a longer back length, the more it's pulled in, it's down for a less of a back length. So coming back to the bottom again, looking at the flash system, what have we got at the moment? Let's pull that tab back, let's get that there. Let's set it up for large. So there's the L for the large there. That then just folds back underneath the hip belt onto the receiving Velcro, and that's tucked out of the way there. So that now is made the back length on the large variety. We come to the top of the pack and we just pull out the shoulder harness, easing off the upper cinch straps. So you can see now instantly the shoulder harness has gained that much length. So now to do a finite adjustment, I'd pop that on my back for a large back length, see how it fits. If it needs any finer adjustment, I'm just going to physically force the pack now. You see how the pack flexes there? That's what the Aeroflex system will do. So very quickly, if I can, while the camera is running, I'm going to pull these red tabs in the corner fairly tight, just randomly, and tuck them out the way. But this is the finite adjustment, the same on the opposite corner. Just lock that down, tuck that tab out the way. Both these tabs would disappear behind the hip belt, and so they wouldn't be caught on anything. And instantly there you can see I've got the sprung back system, and the straps now have given me a back length suitable for a long back. So as you can see, not complicated to do. Did it all live there straight away in one go, and fairly easy. Anybody can do it. You don't need to be particularly technical sort of person to do it. So you just adjust the flash system to the right back length, give or take the person's height, then do the Aeroflex to adjust that, and you've got yourself a very comfortable pack, which is then suitable for another member of the family. So all in all, I would say that Vaude have come up with a very, very good solution there for a reasonably well-featured pack that isn't particularly heavy, that's good for pretty well all outdoor types of use, that can be adjusted to suit people that like a lot of air mesh behind them and the people that don't. So all in all, a very well-featured, good all-round pack for all activities, everything from a first-timer Duke of Edinburgh through to a more experienced member of the family. Yeah, I think that's pretty well covers most of the key points there. As I say, it's exceedingly good value for money, this particular pack. The Brenta 50, and a 50 litres is perfectly adequate for longer trips, a few days, long weekends, a week or so, depending on the capacity that of items that you take with you, and it is the ideal size for younger members of the family to make sure they don't carry too much, which is a typical problem you get these days with people doing Duke of Edinburgh. Of course, the pack is available in the UK, and you can try it on in various places, and it's worthwhile having a look. Now, we have got a whole variety of things that we're releasing, videos and audio podcasts as well. So if you'd like to know more about that, here's how to follow us.
Since 2005, over 5 million people have listened to the Outdoors Station audio podcasts, and over 1 million have watched the videos. You can subscribe to the Outdoors Station in numerous ways. Visit the website and select the link to your chosen social media network. The UK's only award-winning audio and video podcast service for the great outdoors.
So that's about it from us. Thanks for watching. I hope you found that of interest, and we'll be back very soon with more videos. Bye for now.
This machine will have eyes, ears, and a voice.